Previously on ApprenticeEh.
I don't think we normally get this much snow.
This, in my head, used to be much larger.
We're going to play this live in Florida in a couple days.
We are at the market, which happens every Tuesday in Hedorp. We just bought some stroopwafel goop. Stroopwafel snippers. They're just basically little chunks of stroopwafel with stroop poured on top of it, which has sunk to the bottom, but you know. And we are now standing in front of the cheese truck, which is a thing, which is awesome. And basically they just have a lot of cheese. They just have a lot of cheese hanging out. Look at these are adorable. They're so tiny and cute. I want them all. And of course, kibbeling again, the fish things. So many fish. There's fish, and there's chicken and other meat, and then there's more cheese over there, and then you can also get clothes. I just bought a maillot, which is like slightly thicker pantyhose because it's cold here, so they make them just slightly warmer. It's a windmill, also known as a mola. We're gonna go inside and go up because we can. We're outside of the mill right now, so there's like a walkway so you can access everything. Here's the Wiek. And you can, depending on the amount of wind, they leave that open or they put a screen on top of it. And then to put the screen up, you have to like put it on the hooks. So there's a ladder, so you can climb up all the way up to put the screen on. And this is how they adjust the, I guess they're sails in English. We are now inside a windmill, and there's a cool display thing going on that shows you all the different kinds of windmills that you can find in this country. This is a corn mill. They made flour, basically. You can buy flour downstairs if you want to. I'm not going to, but I'm gonna keep going upstairs and show you all the things. So the mill makes this thing move, and that makes this thing move, and then there's this is square. The grain gets put in there, which in English is called a hopper. I don't know what it is in Dutch. But this makes this thing go back and forth, so the grain gets evenly thrown in there. And then there's two stones. There's one that's laying still, and then the top one moves, and then the grain gets squished in between, and then the flour falls down into the level below us.
En dan is hij vrij van het grote draaiwiel.
So we're in like the top of the mill right now, and the Wieken or the sails are over there, and they turn this big thing around, and then that is connected to this thing, which is connected to this thing, which is then connected to the milling stones down below. It's all just cool wheel things. And then here you can see that thing is like a brake system, so there's a rope outside, and when they pull on the rope it makes it tighter, and that makes the wheel go slower, slows it down. And here, those little wheels there, it's all those things. That's how the whole thing turns, so that's how they turn the sails in the direction of the wind. That. There's like nobody here, so we got an impromptu tour, which means we got to go up there. Normally that level is closed, the one where you can like see where the wheel moves. It's super cool that we got to do, because I've been here before. You can see videos on my channel from the last time that I was here. I filmed this mill and I just put it on that channel because I just filmed very sporadically. But I've never been up there, which is super cool.
We just got out of a meeting, one of many, with Virus University.
That's our last meeting.
It's our last meeting. Now we can just go to Florida.
We're going to Florida.
We can get out of all this garbage snow. Ryerson is kind of everywhere.
That's RC.
All right.
It's not all Ryerson. We're a really weird campus. We're just kind of like everybody.
She says we.
Yes, we, as a student of Ryerson. No, but like there's a...
Do you own shares in the school?
Yes, I'm paying $7 grand a year for it.
Oh, well, in that case, proceed.
But no, we have like the business building that's over like on Dundas and like the stuff here. It's confusing. We're not like U of T where everything is nice and compact.
Well, I went to Brock, and everything is literally compact.
Literally.
Squished into one thing.
One street that you have to cross, and it was such a pain in the butt.
Hey man, I used to have to, the school is so compact, it was right on the edge of the city that the parking lot was actually technically in the other city.
Oh, it's windy.
Yeah.
If you can walk and you can talk, you can go to Brock.
It's Lake Diva. Every winter it gets filled up with water and then it becomes an ice skating rink and people play hockey on it like all the time.
I see that. Shouldn't they be doing things like, I don't know, learning or school?
That's the smallest lake. They're learning. They're learning national pride. Teamwork.
Teamwork?
So that's a lake? That's not like an actual ice rink?
No, like usually in the summer or like in the fall it's empty, so it's just like a giant concrete pit that people walk through. But when it's
skateboard.
Yeah, that's a big thing. People do skateboard in it a lot. But in the winter it's a skating rink.
There it is, guys. Our house is coming up right here. The one with the thing on the driveway. That one is part of like one of those 2 under 1 roof houses. We had the one side and then the people that lived in the other side have now taken it over, so they've like broken down some walls, so now they have both houses under 1 roof. So my mom was driving around yesterday and she went to Tuincentrum with Oosa and she told us that we had to go because it's insane. So we're gonna check it out. Tuincentrum with Oosa. There's lions. Let's go. Okay, we're in. It's basically 3 giant greenhouses filled with gardening stuff. And there's a sign over there that says, follow these arrows, because their store is too big to go everywhere, but if you follow these arrows, you will at least have seen everything. It's ridiculous. Wooden shoes with patterns on them. And these are the kind that my dad always wears, except he always had backs on them. So these ones. This is in a store, guys. There's a giant gorilla over there, and a jungle scene is happening. David the kabouter. Or David the dwarf. Also, giant cows and green and purple sheep. Because, you know, why on earth would you not want that in your yard? Fish feeding time. We haven't fed them yet, but they know exactly where the food is, so... That side is empty and they're all over here. This place is gigantic. It just keeps going over there. It's a stud. Corrado would know what it is in English, but I have no idea what that is. Apparently it's a bottom feeder. Weird. It's showing off, guys. You can buy it. There's also an area which is literally just greenhouse. There's plants as far as you can see, and cool statue things. Look at all the colors! This is the corner I was looking for, guys. As Dutch as possible. Can buy wooden shoes and lions. Trying them on because I can. They're only 20 euros, guys.
We're going to Viztech, one of my favorite stores.
Don't get run over by a car.
We're actually returning a thing. There's a thing that I need to bring back. It's not. Well, I got the wrong thing like a week or 2 ago.
Hey, they probably have good lighting in here.
It's okay, I guess. Hey! Hey! You keeping us safe?
Oh, nice.
Hi!
Oh, wow.
Oh, you destroyed something.
That looks like beef jerky.
Beef jerky.
Hey! Hi, dog!
Oh my god, hi!
Hi! Oh, hey! Hi!
Whoa.
Come here!
Hi! 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 So much love!
Hey! Oh!
I love how much Chewy jumps.
He jumps so much.
Rubio can't really jump because of like his proportions, but like Chewy is the perfect like agile dog, so he jumps all the time.
Yeah, you should have saw him in the snow yesterday. It
Oh,
was
I
awesome.
watched the vlog. I was like, really happy.
Oh,
Creepy, hi!
oh, he's biting my eyebrow. That's the best part about dogs. This is the best part. Nothing is better than this.
Hi! Whoa! You were good at
No matter what kind of day you had, you go home and somebody owns you.
Chewy too much creepy. You shouldn't be fighting. Hi!
Nice hops. Nice hopping. Woohoo! Who wants to go pee?
Chewy! Yeah!
Let's go pee.
He hops,
Oh,
yeah.
man, that's great.
It's adorable. Hi!
Rubio, he's just up to his neck.
You're covered in snow. I think I'm ready to go inside, but because Chewy's so sick, he's like, oh man, but I still gotta be.
Come on, come on. He feels totally done.
So I sit here at my computer and I got a tweet from Adam, that guy right over there. And he says that the Humble Bundle is all Star Wars games. So of course I had to go check it out. And it literally is all Star Wars games. Like, look at that, like all those great games. As a kid, I played, I think it was the Jedi Knight 2. I think it was that one. I definitely played a Jedi Knight 2. I don't know if it's that one specifically, but I played it back when I was like living with my parents, you know, forever ago, whenever it came out. And funny story, I think it was about the same time Max Payne 2 came out, because I was playing Max Payne 2 as a total different sidetrack, and there was this boss, like a mini boss, and I just couldn't beat the guy. He just destroyed me every single time. You know, the kitchen, my computer was in like the living room area, so my mom would just see me doing like the same stage over and over again. And she's like, oh, you can't beat that guy? I'm like, no, he's too tough. And she's like, why don't you just jump on top of the car? I'm like, oh, you can't jump on top of that car. Sure enough, I jumped on top of the car. Hey, 3PO. And then from the top of the car, I had the vantage point and then totally won. And then I was playing Jedi Knight 2, and I was in this world. It's like a grass world, and I am stuck. And I'm running around in circles, and I'm like, I don't know where to go. And my mom's like, why don't you go run through that waterfall? I'm like, that's dumb. Why would they hide something through like this tiny little water? And then sure enough, right through the waterfall is where I needed to go. So either my mom is secretly a gamer, or she's secretly a programmer, or secretly made video games. One of the three things. I don't know what it is. But either way, I'm glad that now I own way too many Star Wars games for 10 bucks.
Home is where the bar is.